Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold. Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself.
Oh, hey. Oh, sorry, I just realized I haven't opened up my mic the entire time. Well, that's awkward. But, hey, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you can hear me now. But I haven't basically done anything for real for the past 7 minutes, so hopefully it was fine.
So, let this tale begin.
Okay, I'm glad to know I'm good. Also, hello, thanks for watching. Again, I've stated this earlier, but since I was muted, this is Fantazio. I know it's a fantastic game. I've been avoiding spoilers like crazy, just so I can get it on stream, just so I can get a fresh reaction playing on stream. But yeah, yeah, I don't think there's anything else really I've said. Okay. It can be changed. Let's try normal for now. I think easy and storyteller is... Well, I may revert back to easy and storyteller if it gets too hard, but I don't think this game is renowned for its hardness, in a way, so...
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
How did I get my mic sound so good?
The king is dead.
I have a
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with
I
the
have a
funerals than keeping the
professional
roads safe.
recording
So
mic
now the monsters are roaming in
for
broad
my
daylight.
day job,
No soldiers
so
to stop 'em.
that's
Monsters,
why it
huh?
probably sounded good.
I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
Yeah, but also the other part is also I do a little bit of sound engineering back in the day, so I did tweak certain settings to my satisfaction. So I guess that's how my mic sounded. I wouldn't say the best, but it sounds at least okay.
All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
Oh god, the starting scene is a bandit. Actually a pretty classic JRPG trope.
How'd they get rid of those?
Although I do have to say, like, these bandits does not look like random strangers on the street. They really put a lot of effort in making these scenes.
Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife is.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Okay, so the protagonist, of course, is a silent protagonist. And I love the first thing is, happened is, fantasy racism. Of like,
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. Let's want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
oh, this is a lot of JRPG tropes at once. There's so much racism in this game. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, for some reason, Japanese really love to talk about racism in a lot of games. So
This place already
I'm not
feels like
super
a death
surprised, but
trap.
the starting
You hear all that
intro
stuff
scene
about
is
Lord
really a lot
Lee
of
saving us?
JRPG trope at once. It's the bandits, it's the protagonist traveling into like certain places, it's protagonist falling off a cliff. It's really a lot of trope at once.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Oh, is the protagonist losing memories as well? One of the characters in this game is a confirmed racist, and it's not who you think it is. Hopefully it's not me.
What mission?
Oh, protagonists actually have sound. That's quite impressive. I thought the protagonist is gonna be selling.
Come on! This is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
So I'm in a desert region.
Think we'll make it?
But I mean, it still wasn't really explained what the mission is, but okay. Use movement key to move. Okay. So
Let's go.
keep going straight.
Stop! Watch out!
Okay, so the battle system is kind of like Persona. Well, I figured it would be such since it is from the same company. So phase sight. So
Okay?
you can use. Wait, so it's our. Wait.
Hurry!
Okay, so it's L2.
They found us! Get ready, everyone! Not to nag. Your health is pretty low.
Not like
You
this.
can't die on us! You're all we have!
Oh. I kinda.
Will your tale end here?
Okay, so that's the first
Okay?
death already. Just follow that cliff on your right. I don't see a cliff on my right. Oh, but at least I guess the objective is there.
Watch out! Oh no! Looks like they found us!
Okay, I guess if you run faster, you'll be fine.
Look!
Can I say I really love the texture of
checking,
this game?
but
This really gives me
You
a
do remember what we're here to do.
portrait vibe, a painting vibe, which is good.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, so the protagonist did forget his memory. Well,
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road.
it really is. It looks super nice. Unfortunately, I even though I'm not an artist by myself. Like I don't know how to draw, but it
You know what
looks
they
just
say.
really nice.
Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you.
Anxiety makes the world's cruelest monsters. It really does.
Music was
If
the
I
first
don't have
magic this world
anxiety,
ever
I
knew, after all.
probably would do a lot
Makes the
more.
road a little easier. Look! Over there!
Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Everything's pretty standard.
I'm wondering what... I mean, the mission's first step is to get the protagonist enlisted as a soldier.
I think they see us. I don't like this.
I'm curious as to what this next step of the mission is,
If they
though.
made it this far.
Nope.
Not good. Run for it.
God, this is really a lot of running for the first few minutes into the game.
Power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
United Kingdom of
The year
Uchronia.
is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
I would say the United Kingdom of Uchronia did really make some expectation of this
May
game
this story of fantasy
feels like
may this
Fantasy
fated
UK,
world be painted anew.
even though like it's probably almost definitely not true.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Okay, so this sort of like a mixture of modern and medieval city. Like you have parks and benches and such. You have like these designs are pretty classically. These building designs are pretty modern, but these, I mean, practices and culture is obviously more medieval-like.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
Okay, so it's okay. So 10 minutes into this game, we've experienced racism. We've experienced
Just look at all the different tribes.
wealth disparity.
You never see this kind of diversity. Not that it's very balanced. I see more.
This game is really setting itself up to be a very long social commentary.
Which means a dopey elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Okay, so protagonist is an elder, which apparently is a very rare
Did you hear what they're saying
race?
about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right in the sense that it is really a metaphor for something.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
So the king is dead, the prince is also dead.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
There is going to be a war of succession.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's
I can feel
best.
this game is
The same
because I
could
first of
purify
all,
the
of course, I've heard the good news on the street about this game being great, so I kind of trust a lot of my friends say this is great as well, so I trust their opinions. But yeah, also this, just purely based on the graphics alone, I really like this game.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
Okay, so the king is dead, this is the protagonist and the fairy. I presume this is the prince?
I never thought
It's
I
the
would have to
stricken
ask
one.
this of you. But will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes,
Okay, so
you cannot fail.
also the protagonist sort of like spy-ish.
Hey! Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted. Remember, Nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us.
Okay, so we are very close to the prince, like a childhood
Step one.
friend.
Let's figure out where the recruitment center is.
Oh, but everyone
Shouldn't
thought
be too
Prince
hard,
is
considering the
dead,
need for soldiers.
right? So we gotta go to recruitment center.
So?
Okay, so you can also have Galicia? It's pronounced Galicia, right? Galicia always has good ideas. Okay. Press save.
Whatever will I do?
Let's save for the first time for now. Okay, let's open local map.
All right then.
Can we talk to? Oh,
come on.
we can talk to people. That's nice. Oh, so the church has made it clear that Elder wield devilish magic that defies the teaching of sanctism. Well, oh, so basically we are rare because we are a second-class citizen.
Let's go see.
We don't have time for detour, so not even talking to others.
An elder? Here?
Okay, so even these people are coming out for, well, like third. I guess so. So not even the second class citizen. So it's like we're the bottom of the pyramid because we're denounced by a church.
I could be out there slinging spells like a master.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
So you need a magic igniter to cast magic.
I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not...
Wonders never cease.
But also you're a fairy.
A fairy and an Elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
To be fair, this woman, she sounds shady, but also at the same time, her design looks so cool.
You've really never heard of it.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
Wow. This really is a lot of metaphor
More practically,
for even
you
just the
might call it
first
the world's
30 minutes
most
of the game.
potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. With no lip.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king.
It is really a metaphor for how power is passed down from monarchy.
You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
I kind of like this merchantress.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
Wait, if we are the bottom class of the citizen, whoever it is,
Let's go see.
are we even gonna get enlisted? Also, this Lord Lewis. I'm not gonna lie, this Lord Lewis is setting himself up to be either
You are.
one of the people in the party later on or the big boss. I'd say, don't spoil me, but my take is it's like 90% big boss, 10% maybe will be dead to save the protagonist. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Great. At least we also need to be brave.
What are you playing at?
Really now?
But an elder enlisting. Okay, so the protagonist is really unpopular in these areas.
You there?
Hey, sorry.
Bye-bye now.
Let's go see.
Okay, so this is probably the market, so good to know later on. This street design or like city design
That
is
must be the
really
recruitment
modern.
center. I'll let you take it from here. It should. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there.
Okay, I'm dead. So long as I
Okay,
don't get suspicious.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that
I
it?
don't know, like the protagonist is traveling with a fairy. Isn't that inherently suspicious?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one. Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard. Where it'll be, but mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss.
Okay, so
When
he
your
is a
corpse
noble,
plucked
but
from the mud,
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore.
well, okay. So 1 minute into its job, it's threatening its boss.
But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. An elder. I thought your kind
Oh,
was
so
long gone.
protagonist is also one of the last kind.
Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I'm just so bored. maybe that's true. But I think if we're orphan, I want to fight for change. I think the true, honest answer would be I want to fight for change, but I guess... Oh, this affects stats. Wow. I guess I need the money is kind of like the answer I would give just to be safe, because I think need money is just a universal accepted objective. I kind of want to choose, I'm just so bored just for fun, but I guess I'll say I'll want to fight for change, because it does say like you should be as honest as possible.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved core? Any skills to speak of?
Okay, I'm stronger than I look. I've got a sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. I guess sharp mind is I would... Well, I'm definitely not strong. I guess it's who would I imagine a protagonist be? It's not myself, right? So, so one is obviously strength, second is intelligence, third is health, small but quick is dexterity, sort of. Lucky is might just being luck. Oh yeah. I guess like if I want to play like a caster, sharp mind is what I would be looking for.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte.
I don't even know what this word means, troglodyte.
Right, last order of...
I guess I am in
Make your
school.
mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Okay, sign the name. Okay, what should the story of protagonist be? Okay, now I have to come up with a name. It's kind of hard. I'm named Nox, right? Because it's the symbol of the night. What if we made it the Latin word of the day? I feel like that would be a great contrast. Because I don't know what the Latin word for day is. I need to kind of Google that. Give me 1 second. What's the Latin word for day? Word for daytime. Okay, so word for maybe light will be better, because I don't, for if I search what's the Latin word for day, it just comes out day as in like the 24-hour day. I guess the sun also works, like the soul. The sun's nice. Let's just call protagonist soul, because I I'm very bad at coming up with names, and Sol does sounds like a real name of sort, at least.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet.
Okay, at least I know how to write. So probably the implication of this is the most of the country is illiterate.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
Okay, so there are
Bring up your
monsters.
kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
Okay,
On
so
your way
it's...
now.
We've got our job.
Let's hurry.
I'm generally very surprised nobody is questioning that the protagonist traveling with a ferry.
Let's hurry.
Whoa.
Okay, so he is a noble, but is a countryside son of a lord.
Well,
So he's the feisty one. Okay, so there are people who want glory, people want money.
What's the world coming to?
A Parapus I can deal with, but Eldar, right, ominous. Well, we really are. We not only a rare breed, but also we are really the bottom of this racism chain.
I heard they get sightings.
what? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers?
Okay, so
Wish
there are
they had
huge
told us that.
monsters, and there are a lot of people presumably died.
What do they call them?
Next! Another Clamar. Surely not.
Move it. There's a problem. We're arming squires and children with igniters, and it's better off in my hand.
Brute force. Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Okay, at least he helped us out.
Oh, another high and
So
mighty
he-
Clamar, is it?
Okay, so I guess he is the more like traditional hero archetype.
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the
He
tribes.
does also look cute.
This is a
I
matter
will,
of pride.
I will give him that.
Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Some role choices really just sound like the protagonists have no human have never had a normal human interaction before. Like I've had it handled.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here. These
So we
days,
got
most come with their own
the
magma
thing that
crystals.
we can,
So with practice,
like,
anyone
can use magic.
To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like... And take this.
Okay, so
Wow,
we got a
that's
map.
It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of deep.
Listen up. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pay.
Captain Klinger just sounds so much like a
That's
regular
exactly where our
conservative
contacts
on
hold up.
the conservative the conservative uncle that you know about, or the
Enjoy
Lincoln
tonight's
uncle
sleep,
that you know
because
about.
it's the last full night's rest you'll get.
It's gonna get very on the nose with the messaging in like 30 minutes.
Maybe
It's
they are
not
desperate
already
for blood.
on the nose. It's
Right.
I would
You
say
don't know
it's
what
like
our contact looks like yet.
already pretty on the
But he'll know you
nose.
by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right.
So we get to the fortress probably.
Hey, you awake?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep.
Okay, so one thing I have to say out loud right now, the protagonist sleeping with nothing on its feet in a presumably a pretty cold place is kind of insane to me. Okay, I just have to get it out because otherwise my entire brain was just filled with thoughts of like, it feels cold. Anyway,
I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
I mean, as someone who is not non-white, I'd say it's kind of is both. Like it never really gets easier, but also that's kind of just also how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Okay, so it really is on the nose.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him.
Okay, so we and Prince are childhood best friends, and also at the same time, it's kind of like a noble and also a noble commoner relationship.
Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right?
Oh, so the metropolitan. So we are the fantasy in their world.
So it's a fantasy world made up by... Okay, let's see. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I get in such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. No magic, no tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
Okay, I take it back. It's definitely... It's probably similar to our world, but it's definitely not our world.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Oh well. Guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
I kind of agree. I love this game so far. I think the metaphor. So of course metaphor is in the name, but I think the metaphor, it really is like it really is repeating itself for like the entire 30 minutes, and it's like, I won't say it gets tiring, but it gets repetitive in a sense. It's like, I get it already.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in.
One thing I really like about this game so far is that I like the protagonist not actually silent.
Sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
I kind of love this childhood friendship scene. One thing I will say is that I really do wish the kids in real life are as cute as kids in Fantasyland. I cannot be more annoyed if
I won't give up either.
Kid in real life show up at my doorstep.
Trust me.
I wish some of them are as cute as them. Okay, so we are moving on the road
Until
again.
arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Okay, so
Hold on.
Squad camp.
Let's see.
Fort camp.
Let's see here.
Hold on.
That's where you want to go. Let's see. Let's see here.
This place.
Hey, don't forget. Okay then.
So to travel alone is
The
2
carriage
days.
transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital. And to combat the rising waves, fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally.
I would say 2 days to travel from one place to the kingdom, a kingdom's edge, is kind of. Actually, I don't know how fast usually is the horse traveling, but I presume that's actually pretty. I'm actually gonna assume this means this is not a very large kingdom. Like 2 days until the capital city towards the edge of the country, the kingdom is not that far.
The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
A world with magic, a world with only one tribe. I guess magic is fine. I wish we had magic in real world. I also wish there was fairies. I guess from the protagonist's perspective, it's not real life. It's escapism, right? So it's kind of hard to explain.
It's hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent
Is it magic and society in this game?
Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Probably.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I apologize. I think the protagonist sounds like an apologist. Does that reflect more on myself? Because fun fact is when I played Disco Elysium, I was a fervent apologist for the first playthrough I did.
I apologize for him.
See? Well, Clamar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together.
My mouth tends to get at myself sometimes. Honestly, me too. This is like every ADHD person ever. Like, I run my mouth before I think through anything at all.
Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. You are?
Stroll.
That's my name.
I have that
Leon
right?
Stroll.
It's
So,
got a certain weight to
I
it.
guess... Oh, so... He refers to himself by last name. Interesting.
For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now!
Someone!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man!
Listen.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the book. Anyway, to the fort! Double time!
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back?
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail?
Okay, so
Are you a traitor
the very
to the
typical first antagonist of the story.
The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Let's go.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we...
I will say Stroll does really sound like
I've got a bad feeling
every
about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like they're...
Hey, did something happen?
fantasy-esque, noble
Wait,
vibe.
is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Okay, finally someone started to questioning why is the protagonist with a fairy.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you
Oh,
traveled together?
Gallica.
You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
I love how Gallica gets her own helmet.
Agreed.
Her-
I'll follow
her
orders,
own little
but I'm not
helmet.
about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me. I'm with you.
A brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility.
Oh, this is bad.
Well, you're not
I didn't
concealing
think
it
you actually have to
very
fight
well, buddy.
anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Okay? Yep. Actually,
I see.
Okay, so we are now investigating the situation at the fortress. Well, everyone is kind of...
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors.
I love how they call this monster human. I guess we call like fantasy, a lot of the fantasy like fairies monsters. I guess if they're in their world they call the monsters humans.
Hurry!
Rescue the survivors. Wait, I can check who can I interact
everything's
with.
pretty standard.
This is bad.
Okay, I will say these monsters do look kind of disgusting.
What do you think? Huh. Got it? Take care of it, please.
Your judgment on the timing of attack. Triangle is for squad battle. Squad battle. Okay, so square is for stunning the enemy.
Things will be fine.
Here we go.
We're here to stop you.
Let's do this.
Okay, so yeah, so every monster is called human, right? So human is a kind of a catch-all for all monsters. Homo Oppo.
Oh, please.
Let's go. Burn!
The power of fire.
We did it.
So the monster in their world is basically the entire second to enjoy the battle scene. Yeah, it does look very cool. I will say the artistic direction of this game is fantastic. Like everything from its sound design to its like the graphic design and so on is just fantastic.
Be careful.
Hey!
We can catch it off guard if we strike now.
Okay.
Sneaking behind.
Let's push through. This battle's ours. This could be our chance. Go.
Oh, I got an achievement out of that. Nice. No. Thanks for this subscription. Or thanks for subscribing. I can, for some reason, my interface doesn't show me what kind of it is.
The power of... Not done yet.
Let's hurry on. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, this battle scene does sound very epic. It does give the fight, like, even if it's just like the first few like mobs, even that makes it makes even fighting them sounds epic. But also at the same time, really love this level up screen. I really like how everything in this game is kind of dramatic and like over the top.
That should come in handy. Pocket it.
Like, I guess that's one thing I really liked about the JRPG is that just everything is over the top. I really don't like minimalism. Like I am a person that's enjoy maximalism most of the time. Like I love to be over the top. I love it to be dramatic.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Whew. That should do it. Oh.
Okay, so even at the soldier's lifetime breath, the first thing he thought of is doing racism, I guess.
No.
No.
Damn it!
Hey. Damn it.
I love how Stroll is still vouching for us, even like someone is dying in front of him.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Is this a dead end? It probably is a dead end. So we probably missed the exit somewhere. Okay, I guess here's the exit.
Hold on. You...
Okay, see ya. See you soon. Thanks for watching, by the way. Stroll is a smart one. Stroll realizes we're searching for someone.
What?
Was that?
Hurry!
Let's hurry.
Okay, so there are still people at the top of the tower.
Let's do this.
I fight for my own justice. Burn to ash!
Oh wow, that hurts a lot.
You're barely holding it together.
Take it.
The power is tougher than I thought.
You're barely
Still
holding it
fight.
together.
That was close.
So you gotta use some items. I will say one thing I don't like about a lot of JRPGs is that like for the items, right? So for the
We have the edge. This could be our chance.
for the items, basically in early stages they are so useful and they're so rare to come by. It's kind of make your life a lot harder if you don't have enough items. But in later stage, you just have way too much item. Like I do think it's a common problem with a lot of the games. I do hope that I do really hope that the games could ration it better. Of like make items seems useful instead of like it feels like instead of like just feeling like we're hoarding them. Sorts. There's the old coin. Can we go downstairs? What's downstairs?
Alright, how's that? Let's give him a fight!
I'm fast, and we'll win this!
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
We won't lose this
Let the
fight.
battle begin!
Tougher than I thought.
Okay, at least the dog is a lot easier to fight than the human or whatever. That is the Homo Oppo.
Here we go.
We're here to stop you!
I won't hold back! Fire! Just one left! Through here?
The power of fire!
That settles that. If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
I agree. I think I don't know. I feel also the video games is a bit weird that in immersion. Sometimes game design are also weird until like you have to hoard everything that you just pass by. Okay, so obviously you have a traumatic backstory, and I cannot wait to explore it.
I'm heading out.
What do you think? Yep.
I feel like Stroh and the protagonist is already having such nice connections.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
We can't let it get away with this! We have to hold it off somehow!
Damn humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it.
Homo. I would say this design looks so cool. I know it's the Adam and Eve and the snake, and the metaphor is very clear, but
I won't hold back! Fire!
Vile monk.
but at the same time, it's such an interesting design.
What's going on?
Damn it all!
I also, the more you look at it, it doesn't look that scary. At least it wasn't. At least it has a human shape, of like human as in we.
Are distracted.
But
Above all else, and the noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell.
If the noble.
Forgive me.
what? No! Please say something.
Stroll!
Don't be a fool. Just run before it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Wow. It looks like the Sailor Moon transformation. Oh, wow, didn't expect this game to also turn out to be a Gundam analogy.
What the heck is...
Maybe not. Vida's power. Wind!
Alright, that did the trick. Nice dodge! Not like they could get you with that. Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead.
I'm realizing this game also have a Gundam Sailor Moon analogy. Attacking weak points.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade feet.
Seeker!
We can target those.
Scour!
That's it! Stay on
The
it!
freedom of a wanderer. Seeker! Wind!
You hit their weakness!
Scour! Alright, how's that?
We've got to hit the other spots
Vida's
too!
power. Wind! Push through!
Oh god, not the...
What? It's healing?
The fact it's healing. I mean, we can
Eating
heal
its
too,
own fruit
probably.
To heal? We can't get kick. I can't
Let's
believe
go.
it.
We should kill the fruit, right? The fruit first. Okay, at least we now able to resist. That's a nice thing.
Come forth, royal soul! Wind! A tough one!
If we don't take out those apples, you know... Understood. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Why don't you just do this earlier?
Scour!
Why do we have to fight the apple for 2 turns?
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
Seeker! Wind!
Okay, I know... Well, hopefully we don't lose this fight.
Vida's power. Scour! Still here?
I hope Joel doesn't die after this, because that's another JRPG trope of like your first best friend always dies. Well, I guess technically the your first friend is the prince.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice?
You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of the Final Fantasy XIV, the Heidelin of like hear, think, feel thing.
And you had a metal heart, and you're... Look, that Stroll guy is still alive.
Well, at least Stroll is still alive
I'll be
for
damned.
now.
That voice. Grius! Oh,
Galactic!
he's our man on the inside.
He's badly hurt. You! The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's... The lad's out cold, but he'll live.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer,
I love how
eh?
all the accents also match the
How'd this
stereotype
boy
of like
manage to command
Grius is so Grius sounds just so Scottish. He does sound Scottish, right? I hopefully didn't commit like actual real life racism there. Well, not racism, but
It's
stereotype.
like nothing I've ever seen.
I might.
Right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need...
His Highness won't last much longer.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Is that a real...
I love how the protagonist is like,
About
who's
15
Louis?
years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got...
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence.
Okay,
Accuse him as you
one thing I will
but
say
the allegations
that I
wouldn't
wish
stick.
is that, of
All we
course,
could
this
do was
is,
send him as far
again,
away
a
as
metaphor for real-life political
Post in the
manipulation and
middle of
such.
nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges.
I kind of wish real-life political manipulators are at least this cunning and at least this smart.
Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change.
If even you're that worried about him.
That's a hell of a mission.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give you...
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge.
I love how Grius gives no fuck to, or Grius give no concern to whatever Stroh is saying. He's like, well, sounds like a headache.
Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Okay, so deadline unknown. The rank is operation.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, but I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is
Okay,
finally
so
starting.
Grius joined the party.
Now, this your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars
Oh,
you
the
survived a brush with a
the
human.
sleep, the fireside chat before the sleep.
What the hell was that?
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found in those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I want to hear about them.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations
So we
are
are
best bet.
doing an assassination plot. We are not only a spy, but we also an
Luis has a
assassin
lot
now.
of public favor back. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them,
Is
so
this
he
game
plays
just?
savior.
Is this game just predicting Luigi Mangione?
The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not...
And the three of us alone are...
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
I feel like... Okay, so... Did this game just kind of predict the assassination attempt of, well, we know who, and also Luigi Mangione? It kind of does feel like that.
Ugh.
Well...
Huh?
Indeed.
I see.
You know... Can't sleep? Guess still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell
I
you
presume
though,
the ground is not
when the
too
human
terrible,
attacked,
given it does
I
look
heard a
kind of
strange
soft.
voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's kind of your fault.
It's not your fault.
You say, look, I can't fight with you, but
I mean, you are very helpful in
as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can.
Killing all the apples?
You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Okay, so people think it might be magic that's causing all of this.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one.
Oh wow. How many different voices will the...
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power.
So the author of the book directly speak to the protagonist?
I believe
the protagonist really had a lot of voices in his head for just like 2 days.
You need no petty conduct.
If it were me, I would be super scared.
You can even change your... It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art. Now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
Oh, so it is the archetype, so everyone is in their own archetypes, like what they look like.
That manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship? bargain is struck then.
I really like the character design of this game. It's kind of like all over the place. It's kind of more is giving me like the Frenchman vibe. While the protagonist is kind of in like modern chic.
The scholar in search
While everyone else is all over the place from medieval to
within
modern.
him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
The party cannot study the seeker once unlocked in academia. Tutorial system. More is the first of your followers. It does sound like we are starting a religion of sort. But I guess if we follow the story of the protagonist, we are following sort of like a religion in a way. If we're following like someone in real life, it's not that different from
Already then?
following a religion of like a fictional person per se.
From here on,
Or at least someone you don't
if we have to get
personally
back
know.
into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft.
That way they'll never see us.
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get...
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path.
I will say Stroll also recovers pretty well for
Sounded like
someone who's so
superstition to
badly
me.
hurt the previous
But
day.
everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research.
Huh. It really is something special.
Don't forget.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me.
Just trust me, bro.
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
That being the case.
All right.
This.
Don't let your guard down. Good.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
Huh?
What happened?
No.
Don't let your
Stroll,
guard down.
maybe it means us? Or maybe it means something else.
Look at that!
This game is also have awfully lots of fourth wall breaking. But also at the same time, why did we just change back to our old clothing stuff still using armor?
No. Let's go.
Pushing forward. It's all clear. Everything's pretty standard. Stop!
What's wrong?
basics of combats.
Got it? Luke.
Okay, so oh, so blue, yellow, red. Red is danger. Unknown enemy will appear white. Okay, we can see if the color is changed.
All right.
Give it a shot. We got this.
Come on, cat! Alright, how's that? Just push through!
Okay, I'm glad
How's that?
at least it doesn't force you into battle every single time. For easy enemies, you can just. I think that's actually a pretty good design. I think games should employ it a lot more. That's actually a very nice design.
Got it?
Okay, so use phase sight to this.
Counting on you.
That being the case,
Determine the.
We won't lose this
I
fight.
have a feeling they might be pretty tough.
Okay, so we can retry a battle using L1. I feel like this game really had a lot of like life quality improvement, like not having to do battles again and again, and also at the same time
Wind.
not having to do battles again and again, and also can retry battle if it's unsatisfactory. Like a lot of these are really life-changing. Like I won't say life-changing, but like pretty good
Let's do this.
improvement upon it.
Let's do this.
Seeker. Scour.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Wait, so there are a lot of things to read later on. Maybe I'll dedicate a session to just read these memorandum and see what my thoughts on these are on the world setting itself.
Enemies up ahead.
How's that? Let's push through.
Great job. There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Come on. Okay. Let's give this all you got.
Take this! I'll go for the kill!
That's just what Prius does.
I'll be getting a head start, thanks.
I will say that Phantom Dance looks so cool, even though it's used upon like 2 butterflies. No, not even 2 butterflies. 1 very injured butterfly, and that's it. Oh, there's a traveling merchant. Okay, whenever there's a traveling merchant, I presume there is the bosses up ahead.
Midas power. Wind. Just two left.
That's the spirit. Still standing.
One left. I'm
Not
right
bad.
pride. Seeker. Scour.
Somebody.
We also got fairy dust.
Not at all.
I think we got them all.
Not sure how.
What is it?
But
Pardon?
So revival medicine. Revival medicine is so expensive. I guess I'll buy 2 for now. But usually when there's travel merchant, it means there's boss up ahead.
Thank you.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
We won't lose this
First
fight.
move's ours.
Seeker. Wind. 2 remaining.
They're dead.
take this.
I knew you had this.
I probably need to also watch the use of mana, because
freedom
I
of
don't
a
have
wanderer.
enough mana
Through
left.
here?
Only 2 enemies left.
One
Stay
remains.
sharp.
See the right boys.
Only 1 left. Finish them off. We're clear. Stroll's combat power is down.
Let's catch our breath. I think we're in the clear.
Stroh's combat power is down. I don't know if that's long term or short term. Hopefully it's not long term.
Maybe a precautionary heal wouldn't hurt.
Ooh, I already got new swords and such. Don't think I can change it now, but mostly because I haven't played until.
We can't get sloppy.
Right.
Stay
Let's
sharp.
do this. Tougher than I thought.
Rias, your attack power's down. Last one. They're down.
Nowhere to
I
run.
knew you had this.
It's okay. We can. A tough one.
Rias, your
Take
attack
this.
power's down.
That settles that.
Some enemies are still around. Careful now.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
We won't lose this
Let the
fight.
battle begin.
Seeker. Scour.
Okay, so hopefully
Finish the job.
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
that was so mean. That was so unnecessary. He's still injured, probably.
That's how I've survived.
That is kind of mean.
That's
For her to just be like, you gotta aim better than that.
Brace yourselves. Seeker.
Still standing.
Let's keep this up.
We made short work of them. Yep, we're safe.
Hold on.
minimum?
There's growing tense. There's probably a boss battle in front.
It appears we must.
I've never fought soldiers before. Scour!
What is that?
Nervous.
That's not an ignite. Get ready! Coming at us!
Oh, so we are being targeted overall.
I think
So
something's coming!
I can take
Watch out!
Take this! Use your eyes!
Let's do this!
that was so mean. That was so unnecessary for just missing one attack.
I won't hold back! Wind!
Got no mercy for you! Here they come!
Okay, soldiers are at least a lot harder to actually
Let's go!
Take this!
soldiers are actually a lot harder to fight.
Coming at
Targeted
us!
again?
What's that? I think something's coming! Watch out!
Come forth, Royal Soul! Scour! It's still up?
Okay, at least we got some nice HP out of it.
No.
Let's hurry.
All right. Hey. Indeed.
So?
What is it? These come up.
At least we have some money to buy medicine, I guess.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
We should probably use it. Oh, we are full on HP again. Oh, we can save here. Actually, it's quite late now, so I might just save because I do still have my day job tomorrow. But overall, it's been 2 hours already. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully have a nice day ahead or have a nice sleep wherever you are. I haven't been streaming for like almost 6 months. I'll start streaming regularly now. At this exact time, starting at exactly this time every single week. Hopefully, if my job gets better or like gets less busy, I will also try to stream more in between. But anyway, it's nice to see you all, and hopefully we will see each other soon.